Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ion Ray, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Remake HD. So, for those of you that aren't following my Cry of Fear gameplay, I'll go ahead and repeat what I said in that video. Basically, some of you, friends and some random people actually, were saying that I was doing a little too much talking and not enough gameplay. So I'm going to attempt to play more and talk less. Do what they suggest and see what happens. After all, this isn't going to be really that fun unless I'm entertaining you guys. So the last video was more of a, an intro more than anything. And my phone is going off for some reason. Okay. Alright. More play, less talk. Or at least try to talk as I play. I also noticed in the last video I did that with the cutscene, Fraps showed me that the cutscene was actually in 30 frames per second and not 60 like I have the game set to. So there's the map. They will definitely help us out here, letting us know what doors are locked and what's unlocked and all that good jazz. So yeah, I gotta figure out a way to edit my videos so it suits the 60 frames per second gameplay and the 30 frames per second cutscenes. Or else rendering the whole thing in 60 frames per second when the 30 frames comes up is Alright, so I know this part here. This is gonna be like an introduction to defensive weaponry. So there's no way to actually get past this guy. Oh, never mind. That's the... oh, wow. Okay. I didn't think there was a way to get past him. The first couple times I ran into that guy when doing my test play, basically, I couldn't find a way past him. I just couldn't dodge him. And I figured there was no way to dodge him. It was just going to show you how the defensive weapons work. In which case is that dagger I picked up there. Alright. Wonder what's on the other side of that door. I'm not wondering. Alright, so basically we're going to be exploring here a little bit. Most of the doors on the first floor are locked, although it looks like there's a route there to the left through the dining room back through the first zombie room where we can get to a set of stairs that seems to take us to the second floor. Actually, let's go up here first. There's one thing I know I can do right now. Is that a door? It is! Wow, okay. In the original Resident Evil, there's not a door there, there's just a painting. What is that noise? Hero. Gravestones, right? This is all new. I am not familiar with this at all. Locked from the other side, and there's definitely something in there. Alright. Tomb engraved with the picture of an angel, and that looks like an arrowhead. And I was right. Alright, so we can't get in there yet. Looks like we could come back later. What is that? Nice. Shotgun shells already. That's a good sign. So I guess while I'm exploring now, it would be a good time for some commentary. So yeah, like I said in the last video, I've always been a huge Resident Evil fan, and one of the things I left off with that I forgot to mention when I finished the last episode was why I liked the original 3 Resident Evils and why I thought they were more frightening. And, oh shit, oh, okay. Ah, shit. Die! Ah, balls, balls! Run! Oh, come on. They definitely tightened up the hitboxes on these zombies, though. Which is good. Keeps you from cheating, in my opinion. Oh, right. There we go. Now he's down. So yeah, the reason I like the original 3 Resident Evils is because of, in my opinion, I believe what made those games most frightening is the fixed camera angles. Every time you would turn a bend or go to a different room, there would always be a fixed camera angle. And when you have that, you really can't see where enemies are coming sometimes. You can only hear them, or you don't know what's going to be around the bend waiting for you because, well, you can't really adjust the camera angle. And even though as I'm moving around, the camera moves a little bit with me, like that, Emblem of Sword, it basically, the camera angles still stay tight. Like this. Like, you can't see what else is in the room. And you could hear that zombie when you first entered, but you didn't know where it was. And that definitely adds a horror effect to the game. At least that's my opinion. And that's why I like the first 3 Resident Evil games. Once you got to Res 4, the camera angle followed you right from behind, but you could basically walk into a room or anywhere and you could turn the angle of the camera 360 degrees, and it kind of ruined it for you because you could see enemies from far away. And while I guess that gave a new aspect to the Resident Evil series, it seemed like not as many fans liked it. And even though Resident Evil 4 and 5 and 6 introduced some great storyline that followed the whole thing, if you like the lore, which I do, then, let's see here. Okay. Alright, I know where we need to go. I just wanted to check everywhere else, make sure there was nothing going on there. Or not nothing going on, but there, but make sure there was nowhere else I could go. Alright, so I can pick this up. This will be important later. Yeah, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but I've never played the remake version. So all the new stuff they added, excuse me, is still kind of a surprise to me. Any changes they made, and from what I believe... Yeah, look at that, look at that. That tight camera angle. You go around the corner, and then all of a sudden, there he is. Alright, let's see here. Equip that just in case. Oh, there's Kenneth. That's new. Usually he has ammo on him. A video player with a recording on it. Need a video recorder to play that. Alright, so we gotta remember that. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. It's facing you, and you don't know what's in front of you. There could be a zombie waiting for you. And that's cool. Like, the tight camera angles and everything is just fantastic. And there's a zombie there. Are you alive? No, you're not alive. Okay. So like I'm saying, I've never played the remake version. And I have seen some gameplay footage of it when it came out. Some people did some YouTube videos on it and stuff, and I do know why the zombie bodies are left in this game. In any of the other Resident Evils, the zombie bodies end up disappearing when you leave the room, and when you re-enter that room again at some other point, any enemies you killed are gone. But in this game, That is far from the case. Alright. And another herb. Okay. I don't really have any sense of direction right now, or like any idea of what's going on. And this room is new as well. This is not in the original. Yeah, so I'm kind of just wandering around getting a feel for the game. Can't carry any more items. And that looks like a track. So I imagine that when I pick that up, that's going to drop. There's something back here too. A shield. Okay, so I bet you any money that comes forward, and that spiky thing there, back there, on that shield, ends up coming at me and kills me. So I imagine then that I'm going to need a key, a dummy key to put in there. Alright, so I gotta remember this room. Where's my map? There's my map. Okay. Alright, so we gotta remember this room. And these hallways are tight and I hear a zombie. Yep. Nice, I could use the mirrors to see that. That is really cool. Like, seriously. Alright, so I'm gonna need some defensive weaponry to get past this zombie. Shit. Yep, come on. There we go. Alright. Nice. Locked from the other side. Alright, so we can get past him. That's good. Oh, there's that arrow already. Nice. And I can't even carry it. That sucks. That sucks a lot. And there's ammo there, too. Shit. Right, can I get rid of anything here? Balls. Alright, I'm just gonna use this herb. Alright. That sucks, wasting health, but I needed the ammo and I don't remember where any chests are. So there's an arrow, and there's the arrow tip we need, I bet. So I bet you if we examine this... Let's see... Yes, there we go. Alright, so we got the arrowhead. So we can already go back to that graveyard and get through whatever that was. It's locked from the other side. You unlocked it. Alright. Making some progress. Alright, I know where we are. Okay, so... Yeah, there's that body. Remember that. Remember that. I know why that's there. Why they're leaving the bodies there. Alright, so far it's been kind of a one direction type play so far. Basically keeping me going in one direction and not really letting me deviate anywhere. Which is okay. I'm actually fine with games like that. It doesn't bother me like it bothers most for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm not good at multitasking. But yeah, when you start putting a game in front of me where where there's a lot of stuff going on, where there's multiple missions, like Skyrim. Skyrim is a perfect example. This is an interesting room. Stone statue with a hole. Holes, eyes, nose, and mouth. Hole and nose. Where the mouth should be. What is that noise? A gear. Ooh, what is that? Ha! I'm wondering if when I open this, or take this, a boss is gonna pop out. Not a boss, but whatever's in that thing. Book of Curses. Maybe? I tell you what, back when I was younger, this game used to be a lot scarier, but now that on the back cover, what do you remove it? Yes. Mansion key, nice. Book of Curses. the 4 masks. A mask that speaks no evil, a mask that smells no evil, a mask that sees no evil, a mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all 4 fall into place, evil will awaken. Okay, so I imagine that I'm on the hunt for 4 masks to put on these things, and whatever is in that casket is gonna come at me. So yeah, when I was younger, these games used to be a lot more terrifying, and I don't know, maybe it is still terrifying, and because I just got done recording Cry of Fear, that scared the living shit out of me. Literally, you guys need to watch those if you haven't been watching them. But, I'll actually include a link to the playlist for Cry of Fear so you guys can watch. That game is terrifying, and it really puts the terrifying aspect of this game to shame. All right, there's engraving of a sword. I really wasn't paying attention. I can't exactly remember where we could use the sword key, so I'm just gonna start trying doors. Helmet, okay. I pretty much know my way around the mansion for the most part. I've got my bearings. And that's cool how they gave me the sword key in a completely different area, showing me the new stuff to this game right off the bat. And I know this gosh darn room. I know exactly what happens here. Sneaky motherfuckers. Can I push this still? Can I push it? No. Alright, so in the original game, you could push those. And, there we go. I was gonna say, normally you can push those and there's ammo underneath, or something. And then the cracked windows you saw there. That's interesting. I was waiting for something to happen, but I won't ruin it for you guys here. It's a surprise. I know what will happen when I come back through this room. Interesting angle. Look at the detail. Man, they did a phenomenal job. Alright. Okay, I know where I am now. New part of the mansion. Oh, what the hell? That was weird. I must have got confused there. Okay, I was going forward. You use the lockpick. Okay. I gotta stop saying okay. I've been saying okay every time I go through another door. Okay, I know this room. There's dogs here. Yep, there they are. Fertilizer and a lot of herbs. And something else. There's still plenty of kerosene left. Ah, okay, yes, I know what that's for. I don't think the dogs can get me. And the original, they couldn't get me. Doesn't mean they didn't change things up, though. Let's do some more exploring. Looks like the water still works. Doesn't look like it's been serviced for a while. Ew. It's full of dirty water. Remove the plug. C. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Now, how didn't she know that that was there when she removed the plug? Are you kidding me? Well, move. Don't let him grab you. All that for a dagger, huh? we got to remember that he's in here. That goes back to the bodies thing. Very important that we remember. If we do not, it will cause us a lot of grief later on. Like I said, I haven't watched most of this game. I only know very little. I tried to keep almost 90. I tried to keep at least 90% of this game a surprise to me, so. Another dagger. I'm loading up on defensive weaponry, and I'm totally cool with that. Ink ribbon. And a shotgun, which I cannot carry, and I do not want to attempt to carry right now. That is okay. We will come back to this room later. For now, I actually want to try and find a save point. Hopefully something's close to us. No, I want this. Typewriter. Okay, so typewriters are marked, so I know where they are. Alright, moving on to the next area. What's in here? Ah, aha! Ah, shit. What the fuck? Oh, he must be upstairs. Okay. I believe this is a save room. Yes. Awesome. And right here should be a chest. Great. Alright, so we got some stuff in here, so I'm gonna store. Ah, nice! Ink ribbons, handgun magazine, first aid spray. We'll actually save those. And I want to try not to use the first aid spray, and I will explain here in a second why. Alright. Yeah, so first aid sprays actually, like I said, actually, I did say this in the first video. First aid sprays do, I thought that was something I could read. Oh, it is something I could read. First aid sprays basically lower your rank at the end of the game. And even though I said that I really wasn't a big person on ranking system, at least I think I said that. Maybe I dreamt this all up. But you take the first aid spray. If you use it, it automatically lowers your rank. And even though I'm not really a ranking system kind of person, I do want to kind of try to achieve a decent rank, at least an A. Even though I feel like that may not happen because time is a factor as well. Alright, so special instructions for the disposal of dead bodies. We have new information regarding those beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways of preventing them from becoming active again. Incineration, destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you'll be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll need to find by yourself. Okay, so that is why we need to dispose of the bodies. It is very important that we refuel the canteen here. So we have two uses out of it, and we need to find a lighter. That will allow us to dispose of said bodies. So let me get back in here real quick. And okay. So we're gonna save. I'm gonna dump my ink ribbons here. All right. And that is all I've got time for the night. I really had fun doing this, guys. I'm so excited to continue to do this series. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I really tried my best to do less talking and more playing, or at least in this case, keep playing as I'm talking instead of stopping a lot. So I hope I did that. I'll try my best to get better at it. But this is the end of this episode. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.